despite having dual citizenship with the United States and France, and to understand that, Embiid sought French naturalization, and they gave it to him under an extraordinary circumstance. And it's not uncommon for Cameroonians to get French naturalization or French citizenship. Why? Because colonialism. But he also, being an NBA player, came to the United States at the age of 14. Joel Embiid played basketball when he got to the United States. He was playing soccer before that. It's the United States where he learned to play basketball. It's the United States where he played AAU. It's the United States where he played high school ball. It's the United States where he played prep ball. It's the United States where he played college ball. It's the United States where he's played in the NBA. And yet, despite that, there are Americans and French people who are calling him a, quote, fraud. They're literally saying that he's being disloyal to Cameroon. And Cameroon has a basketball team. They're actually 4-0 right now. They're competing in the FIBA qualifying tournament, and they're doing quite well. Of course, if they had Joel Embiid, maybe one of the 3 best players on the planet, they probably would be doing even better. They'd be really competitive in the NBA, or excuse me, the FIBA tournament and in the Olympics. They might even compete for a medal with Joel Embiid. We've seen what Argentina can do. We've seen what Spain can do. You only need a couple good players who play well together, and you can make a whole lot happen. But the point is, they're calling Joel Embiid disloyal. Now, let me say this first. If Joel Embiid said, screw Cameroon, I want to play with America, and that would end the conversation, I would probably be critical of him too. This is an opportunity to represent your actual country on a global stage. If you're proud to be from Cameroon, you should play for Cameroon. If you're proud to be from Ghana or wherever, you should, Senegal, Angola, all teams that have fielded basketball teams, or if you're from Spain or Argentina or Greece, whatever, Nigeria, you should play for those countries. You should. I think it's an opportunity to show national pride. It's an opportunity to galvanize your country. It's an opportunity to help nurture and develop the basketball program in your country. I mean, imagine taking Pascal Siakam, Cameroonian, and Mahabute. So he's a little bit over the hill now, but he's retired now, but he's Cameroonian, and you take Joel Embiid. Now, all of a sudden, you got a solid global basketball program. Now you can compete. It ain't the worst idea. I would love for African people to represent African countries and not just play for the United States. I totally get that. But that's why these people mad. These are white people who are mad that Joel Embiid. It's 2 reasons. The people in France are mad that Joel Embiid ain't playing for them. They didn't think he was a traitor when he was going to play for France. The French people weren't like, oh my God, we can't have this 7'2" unicorn play for us because that would be disrespectful to Cameroon. The French were just fine with Joel Embiid playing for France. And the only claim that France should have over Cameroon, or could have over Cameroon or a Cameroonian player, is that we owned y'all. Is that it's part of the scramble for Africa. This is some King Leopold throwback-ish. So please, France, calm down. French fans, shut up. The fact that you're over here mad that he's playing for the U.S., you're not mad that he's playing for the U.S., you're mad that he's not playing for you. You're not mad that he's being, quote-unquote, disloyal to Cameroon. You're mad that he's not playing for y'all. Y'all are fighting over which slave, which buck y'all can own. And the fact that you can't own him, France, is why y'all mad. So y'all just be quiet. And then you got the Americans. You got the Americans who are pointing to people like Alvarado, who's from New York. He's Puerto Rican, and he's leading the Puerto Rican team into the tournament. And they're like, he played for Puerto Rico with pride. Why can't Joel Embiid be like him? Why can't he be like the Puerto Ricans who have played for Puerto Rico instead of playing for the United States? Let me tell you something. There has not been one Puerto Rican NBA player that could have qualified for the USA team. I guarantee you that if that if if any member of the Puerto Rican national team, let me not say any member. I don't want to be uh, disrespectful or to their national pride, because I support Puerto Rican independence. I support Puerto Rican liberation. I support Puerto Rico no longer being a colony and a property of the United States. What I'm saying, though, is Jose Alvarado, who played for the New Orleans Pelicans and led the Puerto Rican team right now. If Jose Alvarado had a shot on the USA team, I suspect he would have played for the United States too. I just think we got to be honest about that. So let's not pretend, please. Let's not pretend that somehow the Puerto Rican players of the United States are taking some kind of high road. They just didn't have the option. They just didn't have the opportunity. But I promise you, if they did, you might have seen a similar outcome from Mr. Alvarado or from Carlos Arroyo or from Larry Ayuso and from all these other people who played for Puerto Rico with pride and dignity and who turned up and turned out for PR. And again, shout out to my Boricuas out there. This ain't got nothing, but there's nothing but love for Puerto Rico out there. I'm not dissing Puerto Rico or their players. I'm simply saying, let's not act like other people had a similar choice and like it's apples to apples. Joel Embiid has a singular decision to make. Do I play for the United States or do I play for Cameroon? Again, if I were him, if I were his advisor, I'd say play for Cameroon. But these Americans who are saying, why is he doing it? Y'all are doing it because y'all don't really think he's American. And this is part of the problem in the United States. Y'all are saying he should play for his country. This is his country. He's not an American. He is an American. He has U.S. citizenship. That's the criteria, right? Y'all talk all this stuff about the illegals and immigration and blah, blah, blah. Then when somebody's a legal citizen, they go through the process that he pays a whole lot of American taxes. He pays more American taxes probably in the last 2 years than the people talking about it will pay in a lifetime. Shit, 1 year, maybe 1 month. He's an American. And if he wants to play for the United States, again, I don't necessarily agree with the choice for the reasons that some people are saying. I don't think it's patriotism why he should do it. But he wants to win a gold medal. He wants to play with his friends. He wants to play with his peers. Joel Embiid, his son was born in the United States. His son is a full 100% American. His wife is American. His teammates are American. His friends are American. And he's 30 years old. He spent most of his life in America. So maybe he feels American. But the problem is, and we see this in France with soccer and the African soccer players from other countries who are, you know, as they say, they're French when they win, they're African when they lose. There's a way that some of y'all, no matter how much money he makes, no matter how much he perfects his American accent, no matter how much he smiles for y'all still gonna say he ain't one of y'all, because to y'all, to be American is to be white. And that's what y'all really mad about. So some of y'all mad because you don't own him. Some of you are mad because you can't control him. Some of y'all mad because he's hurting your chances of winning. And some of y'all are mad because he ain't white. All of those are reasons for Joel Embiid to say, screw y'all and do what he really wants to do.